Hello viewers, this is Dr. Alok Chached on Already Late, a channel that brings to you insights into the world of personal finance, investments and economy in the simplest manner. In this video, I will tell you about a category of fund which largely invests in equity shares and yet the returns rarely go negative and are extremely less volatile, unlike all other equity funds. Yes, today I will explain about arbitrage funds. Arbitrage funds are a type of hybrid equity funds. These funds invest in both equity and debt. What differentiates them from other hybrid funds is the equity investment in this fund is done with an objective of cashing in on arbitrage opportunities. Arbitrage opportunities sounds pretty complicated, right? So let's first understand what arbitrage means. Arbitrage means buying and selling an asset at the same time in different markets or in different forms to gain advantage of difference in prices in these markets or these forms. Still confused? Not a problem. Let us see a couple of examples and understand. On 12th June at around 12:18 p.m. price of Reliance Industries was rupees 1,523 rupees and 25 paisa on BSE, the Bombay Stock Exchange, and at the same time the price on the National Stock Exchange was rupees 1,523 and 90 paisa. Now what if you bought one share of Reliance on one exchange and sold it on the other exchange at the same time? Buy where it was low, sell where it was high. 1523.25 would be your buying price, 1523.90 would be your selling price, resulting in a profit of 65 paise. Now this 65 paisa would seem insignificant, but what is most important here is not to see that the amount is low, but to see that this money was made with almost zero risk because there was a paired transaction and you are not affected by any further movement of the share price of Reliance. This was an example of inter-exchange or inter-market arbitrage. Let me give you one more example, the commonly used one. The most popular way of arbitrage is by buying or selling the shares and doing the opposite in the derivatives market, usually using a futures contract. A futures contract is an agreement to buy or sell the security at a later date at a price which you decide today at the time of entering the contract. For example, price of Reliance on 12th June during market hours was 1520.35 and Reliance June futures at the same time was 1521.55. Reliance June futures mean that the contract will be settled on the last Thursday of June. Now you might ask, why last Thursday? This is pre-decided and applicable for all contracts in Indian equities. The difference in this price of shares and futures is largely due to the time between today and last Thursday and expectations about changes in market factors during this period. As the time reduces, this difference to reduce, and on the day of expiry of the contract, remember last Thursday, both the share price of Reliance and the futures price of Reliance will be the same. It's obvious, right? Because now June futures is no longer a future date but the current date. So now let's get back to our example, the prices on June 12th. Now if you buy Reliance shares and at the same time sell Reliance June futures, you can make a profit of 1 rupee 20 paisa. So what you're essentially doing is buying Reliance today and agreeing to sell the same on last Thursday of June, which is 25th June 2020. If you continue to hold both these positions till that day, till the expiry, you are not at any kind of risk due to price fluctuation between these periods, between today, the execution date, and the last Thursday, the expiry date. So on expiry date, you will do the opposite transactions. What you will do, you will sell the shares which you have purchased and you will buy the futures back which you had sold. In both these examples, profits are very low, 35 paisa in the first example and a rupee and 20 paisa in the next example. Not exciting enough, right? Now imagine doing this with thousands of shares and multiple times. All of a sudden, this looks extremely exciting, isn't it? Having understood what arbitrage is and how is it executed, let us look at where these funds invest. Arbitrage funds invest in equities where arbitrage opportunities are available, and debt and money market instruments. For the sake of our understanding, I will take HDFC Arbitrage Fund as an example. Yes. This fund currently has invested 65% of its portfolio in arbitrage opportunities and the rest in short-term debentures and cash and cash equivalents. This is typical of any arbitrage fund. Invest in equities when there is an arbitrage opportunity, and on other occasions remain in short-term debt and money market instruments. So is there any risk? Because when you look at, so what are the risks exactly? Looking at the investments made by arbitrage funds, the risk seems to be extremely low because all the equity is already covered with opposite derivative transactions, and all the debt which is invested in short-term and money market instruments, which also carry very, very low risk. Now there is one risk which is common in these funds, and this may result in a big loss in the portfolio. Let me explain this risk. Now if you remember the Reliance example which we took, where the fund manager purchased Reliance Industries share at 1520.35 and sold the futures at 1521.55, and he made a profit of 1 rupee 20 paisa. Now suppose for any reason the fund manager has to close this position before expiry of the contract. Now he has to sell the shares and buy back the futures, but not on the expiry date. The difference between this price when he is doing the opposite transaction need not be 1.2 rupees 1 and 20 paisa, which was the price difference at the time of entering the contract. For instance, again on 12th June itself, at the end of the day, Reliance shares were priced at 1588 and 80 paisa, 1588 rupees 80 paisa, while futures was now at 1588, 1588.95. Now if the fund manager has to close the position, would it still result in the same profit? Let us see. There is a profit on purchase of shares. 1588.80 is the selling price and 1520.35 which was the buying price. So the profit is 68 rupees 45 paise. On the futures contract there is a loss, which is 1521.55 was your selling price and 1588.95 which is your buying price. Now this is resulting in a loss of 67 rupees 40 paise. So the net profit is actually 1 rupee and 5 paise and not the 1 rupee and 20 paisa which was initially expected. Now the point to understand here is, if the position is closed before maturity, the profit could be different, but there could also be a potential loss. Now you might be wondering, why would the fund manager sell his position before the expiry? The whole idea was to hold it till then. Now this usually happens when there is a large redemption request which cannot be handled with existing cash and cash equivalents. Now this type of pressure will be higher on those funds which have lower cash holdings. Apart from this risk and the credit risk and interest rate risk, the negligible ones on the debentures, there is no significant risk in these funds. So risk, okay, hardly any risk. So let us look at what kind of returns these funds could generate. Arbitrage funds typically earn returns in the range of 5% on the lower side to 8.5% on the higher side. And there could be some exceptions on both sides. This might sound very low considering that there could be multiple risk-free transactions done and you can keep booking this 1 rupee profit. Now we need to realize that arbitrage opportunities are difficult to spot and are very short-lived. And there is a cost of doing a transaction, including brokerage and other charges. And if the net return after all these expenses is less than what you can earn in a bank without any risk, it's not worth doing the entire transaction. So combining all these factors, which are difficult to identify, the opportunity, timing the transaction to perfection, and net return greater than the risk-free return, the returns are typically in the same range which I mentioned, 5 to 8.5%. Another question is, are the returns consistent or are they extremely volatile, which is typical of every equity fund? So let me share some interesting data and some chart with you. Of the 1064 data points which I analyzed for a period of last 3 years, there were 9 instances where the monthly returns were negative, with the lowest return being minus 0.29%. There have been no instances of quarterly and yearly returns going negative in the same period. Now to show you the consistency, look at this chart. Now in this chart, you see the NAV is growing steadily with very minor fluctuations, indicating extremely low volatility in the fund. This is typical of any arbitrage fund. So the question is, who should invest in these funds? Looking at the returns, these seem to be on par with liquid funds or slightly higher than them with slightly additional risk. So why should you invest in arbitrage fund? Now the big difference is the way these returns are taxed. This table shows you a small comparison of taxation between liquid and arbitrage funds. While the definition for short term for liquid fund is investment for a horizon of up to 3 years, the same is 1 year for arbitrage funds because they belong to the equity category. Short-term capital gain in liquid funds is taxed according to income tax slab, which could be nil to 30% plus cess and surcharge. In case of arbitrage funds, the tax is flat 15% of the gains in short term on gains which exceed 1 lakh rupees for that financial year across all equities. In long term, tax on liquid funds is 20% after indexation benefits, and on arbitrage funds, tax is 10% of the total gains that you have made. I have already explained indexation in my previous video, which you can watch by clicking the link on the screen now. Comparing these rates, we can arrive at a conclusion that an individual who is investing for a period of over 1 year, arbitrage funds are tax efficient if he is in a tax bracket of over 15%, as it gives a better post-tax return. But remember, arbitrage funds are slightly more volatile than liquid funds and hence not recommended for parking money that you might need in a few months of time. These funds, arbitrage funds, are ideal for earning a steady return that are similar to returns in most debt funds with lower risk than most other debt funds. If you want to invest in an arbitrage fund and want to know how to identify the best arbitrage fund, please leave a text in the comment section, or even better, write to me at alok@alreadylate.com. Do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet, because you have not subscribed, then you are already late. Thank you. Happy learning.